Next up is the disc and belt sander. Let's say that you want to sand a piece down, but it's a little bit bigger than something that you could just do by hand and grab a regular piece of sandpaper. This is going to help you do that a little bit quicker, but because it's so much faster, it can be a little bit dangerous. This portion here is the belt sander, usually used if you're just trying to smooth out a straight edge. And if you wanted to try and change an angle, you can use this guide, set the guide by loosening this knob and adjusting to the angle you want, and then go ahead and place your piece in such a way that you're gonna get that angle that you want, right? Now, a couple things that we wanna check before we get started here. One, make sure that the disc and the belt, notice they move together in unison. Make sure that there isn't any tears, make sure that it doesn't look overly smooth and it's not gonna give you enough abrasion before you get started. Second, this thing creates a ton of dust. So we're gonna use our dust collection system here. If you can see me pointing this out, right? If you come down to the ground level, you can see that there's a shop vac dust collection system set up right here in the lab. So anytime you're gonna use this thing, before you get started, let's go ahead and turn this on. And also you're gonna make sure that what's called a blast gate is open so that this can actually vacuum out that dust, right? So you're gonna open up these tabs, both of them, the first and the second tab, so that you're able to collect that dust. Once these things are open and you've got your dust collection on, then you're ready to get started. Big thing to note while you're doing anything with these sanders are, you're not trying to remove a ton of material. That's what you do cutting for. But if you do want to just smoothen out a surface or just give it a little bit of a chamfer, this is the right tool to use it. Now, when you're using the disc portion here, the rotation, as the sticker shows us on top, is going to go counterclockwise. If you end up using it correctly, you should be using the left-hand side of the disc. That way, it's going to just push downwards and you don't have any worry as though you would over here, because if you hit on the right-hand side of the disc, it's gonna wanna jump up. And in fact, I've definitely gotten hit by a couple students who are a little bit nervous. They come in and they touch the disc without a lot of confidence and it goes flying off like a projectile. So you wanna make sure that you're taking your time and setting up so that you're using that left side of the disc here. So I've decided that I just want to make a just slight 20-degree chamfer here on the corner. And remember, I don't want to do a ton of material removal. I'm just going to take a small amount off. I want to cut a large chunk out. I'm going to cut with a saw first and then clean it up with the sander. So I'm going to turn on my dust collector. I'm going to add my chamfer, and then we're going to see how it looks. And there you have it, just a nice little chamfer here. In order to remove that extra material that's gonna come off and flay right there, just grab another piece of sandpaper and just hit it by hand. You don't need to worry about doing it with a machine here. Now, notice that I turned the machine off first, let the dust collector go for a little bit, then turn the dust collection off again. Remember to always turn the machine off. Remember that your general safety, no long hair without it being tied behind, no baggy clothes, no horseplay. Make sure you have plenty of space around you and no one's distracting you. This thing is moving at over 10,000 rates per minute, so it can hurt you. Be careful, Now let's say I have a piece that I've got that just has a little bit more of a burr than I want it to. I'm gonna try and show you how you can remove something that's just a small piece that you didn't cut as well as you wanted to, flat and straight using this belt portion. So first I'm gonna turn on my dust collector and then we'll flatten this thing out. So notice a couple things that I did here. I applied nice even pressure. I didn't try and force the piece into the sander. And I also just slightly moved it back and forth. And that's a pretty nice straight looking cut there now, isn't it? So this is really much more about finishing off a nice cut and making things look nice, not removing a bunch of material.